Here is a little trick for your squat if you're still finding it hard to engage your glutes and to get your knees actively turning outwards. This can also be used for the deadlift if you're finding it hard to engage your glutes and you find that you're coming with your knees in. So I have 4 coins. I'm going to put the 20-cent pieces underneath the bones of my big toe, like the balls of my foot on my big toe. I'm going to do the same with the 10-cent pieces on the balls of my foot of the pinky toe. And when I do it, I'm going to be doing it with my feet slightly turned out. This is for the deadlift first. So, onto the ball of the feet. So, I'm going to get into my, deadlift position with my feet in the usual deadlift spot. Actually, they're a little bit more in, because that feels awkward. Okay. So, usual deadlift stance with the coins there. So, I'm going to get the bar ready to go. So, as I pull up, I want to make sure that I'm feeling the 10-cent coins as well as the 20-cent coins. I want to think of turning my feet outwards. Because a lot of the time, when people come in, you will end up feeling more pressure on the balls of your feet of the big toe in comparison to the little toe. So this way you're actively thinking to keep both sides of the feet on the ground and you're not coming inwards and taking the pressure off the outer of your foot. So instead think of twisting the floor and putting pressure onto the outside of your foot evenly, the same way that you do the inside of your foot. So you're going to pick up the bar and thrust it. Pick, the same way that I mentioned in my previous deadlift video. So that's the cue to like spread the floor and try and drag the coins outwards that way. But you don't want to do it with just the big toe. You want to do it with both the big toe and the pinky toe. So that's the same with the squat. But with my squat, I do have wider feet. So I will set these up in accordance to my squat stance, which are also more ballet-toed, like so. So when I go to squat, I'm in the position and I'm going to think of twisting the floor outwards as well on the coins, and I don't want to put more pressure on the big toe. So I'm going to go down to squat and I want to think of twisting the coins outwards and not like coming in and taking the pressure off the little foot. I want to make sure I feel all the pressure through the coins on my little toes. So take the coins away, and when you deadlift, like I said, you don't want to focus on that, because I see a lot of the time people have their toes facing straight forward, and as they bring the bar up, they tend to do that. Or when they're RDLing, their knees are inwards. You're not using any glute med whatsoever, and it's not an effective motion. Glute med needs to be working to effectively rotate the hips outwards, which in turn will rotate your knees outwards, save you from knee pain and hip, knee, ankle, all in a straight kinetic chain. You're gonna feel all the implications of internally rotated hips and knees. So you don't want to deadlift like this or RDL like this. You want rotated. Think about digging the coins in with your pinky toe. Same with your squat. You don't want to go down this way and then take the pressure off the big toe. Think of having the coins there. Just a little trick. If you liked it, tag anyone you know that could benefit from this. Share the video if you think anyone else could benefit from little tricks like this. Let me know if there's anything else that little Ruby weird tricks could be implemented, and I will see what I can do. And also, I want to remind you of one that all of my clients are actually really benefiting from. Whenever they send me videos and they're not locking their lats, I use the cue, protects it from getting tickled. So think about getting tickling. What do? That, you stick your boobs out. And that's exactly what you want to do when you're locking the deadlift. You want to do it that way, because then you're all tight through here. My lats are locked. I am wearing shorts, So I'm going to tuck that here so it looks like I'm wearing shorts. So lats are locked. I'm protecting my armpits. Same with the pen lay row. Protecting my armpits. Pen lay. Because a lot of the time people pen lay like this and it's going to compromise the shoulder joint. You want to stay tight through your posterior chain. It helps with bracing and pretty much keeps you in that rigid position to prevent your lower back from hurting as well, and putting your shoulders in a compromised position and not using the muscles effectively that you are trying to target. So make sure you connect your mind to the muscles you are working and keep your body as tight as possible through the motions. Tag below, share, ask questions, DM me if there's anything else, and I really hope that helped you.